teaching for women. So you've been told that you're not supposed to judge? Well, guess what? We are supposed to judge. And I'm going to show you how. We are supposed to judge righteously. And that means that we're supposed to be judging in the character of the Ten Commandments, which that's the righteousness of God. Psalm 119, 172, Deuteronomy 6, 26. So we're supposed to judge in character. If you go to 1 Corinthians 2, 15 to 16, it says, but he that is spiritual, where is it? But he that is spiritual judges all things, yet he himself is judge of no man. For who had known the mind of the Lord, that he may instruct him? But we have the mind of Messiah. We are also supposed to judge those in the church. And that we're going to go to 1 Corinthians. 1 Corinthians 5. 1 Corinthians 5, 12, 13. And that one says, but them that are without Jehovah judgeth. Therefore put away from among yourself that wicked person. And then we are supposed to judge preaching. And that is going to be in 1 Corinthians 14:29. 1 Corinthians 14:29. And that one says, let the prophets speak 2 or 3, and let the other judge. We are also supposed to judge doctrines and false teachings. 2 Corinthians 11:4. For if he come preaching another Yeshua, whom we have not preached, or if you receive another spirit which you have not received, or another gospel which you have not accepted, you might be well bear with him. We also are supposed to judge deeds of workers of darkness. And that's Ephesians 5:11. Ephesians 5:11. And have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness, but rather reprove them. So you remember, you got to be judging according to the Ten Commandments, which are the righteousness of God, Jehovah, okay? We are to judge false teachings. Matthew 7:15. Beware of false prophets, which come to you in sheep clothing, but inwardly they are reveling wolves. Yeah, like your pastors that are lying to you. They're telling you that you're not supposed to keep the Ten Commandments and that you're supposed to eat swine flesh. Yeah. They're lying to you, and they're wolf pastors. So get out of her, my people, right? Righteous judgments are based on the Ten Commandments. because his commandments are righteous. When you judge by the commandments, you're judging righteously. When you judge by your own self, you're being self-righteous and you're doing wrong. How about Revelation 21:8. But the fearful and the unbelieving and the abominable and the murderers and the whoremongers and the sorcerers and the idolaters and all the liars shall have their part in the lake which burned with fire and brimstone, which is the second death. You don't want to go to that. That's why you got to obey. You got to keep his 10 commandments. You got to eat clean, and you got to fulfill the royal law. And guess what? When you judge righteously, you are fulfilling the royal law, which is to love your neighbor as yourself. Leviticus 15:15-18. You shall do no unrighteousness in judgment. You shall have no respect of person of the poor or honor the person of the mighty. But in righteousness, you should judge your neighbor. You shall not go up and down as a talebearer among thy people. Neither shall you stand against the blood of your neighbor. I am Jehovah. You shall not hate your brother in your heart. You shall in any wise rebuke your neighbor and not suffer sin upon him. You shall not avenge, not bear any grudge against the children of thy people, but you shall love your neighbor as yourself. I am Jehovah. So yes, you are supposed to judge, but judge righteously, and it's according to the 10 Commandments. Messiah told you, if you want to enter into life, keep the commandments. The one is to love God, which is keeping the 10 Commandments, and the other one is to love your neighbor, which is what I'm doing with you right now. So judge righteously. Don't be no self-righteous person, okay?